Well, it is going to be living on edge here coming in from Todak. Will they be able to bounce back because it's do or die now? Or it is going to be a complete domination coming from SMG. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn. And this is Season 12, Game number 2, Team SMG going up against Todak. And right from the get-go, we do see skirmishes between the roamers and the XP laner.
Oh yeah, you gotta find as much space as you can. Hume's rocking the Echo Loud, Echo Proud, Cho. Oh, look at the animation style. Wait until he hits level 2 and you can see the Orca. Ooh. Wait, and here you go. Orca. Yeah, he did the thing. He did the thing.
But yep, it's pretty much actually on pre-sale right now. You can actually pre-order for it as well. You have a 7-day trial card in-game itself, but at the same time, Miko is having a little bit of trouble. This time he's taking a little bit too much damage, and it shows how strong Cho is actually, if you think about it, by just 2 games comparison.
Absolutely, right? I mean, you gotta abuse what you can abuse, and especially when you're at level 1, you have 3 hits of G Kundo, and your opponent has what? Bouncing Ball? What are you really going to realistically do to trade back, right? Wait for his cooldowns to come down, go for a full trade, you'll probably win it out.
I guess having Cho pre-level 4 is just so much better compared to when Cho has, compared to other roamers who has level 4 back in the day. So I guess because of this, the meta kind of shifts into Cho's favor, I guess. But I still don't have a lot of data. Things can change, but at the same time, Smooth! He stole the gold grab.
Yep,
what?
Good moves. Very, very good moves. Smooth will hit level 4 a little bit earlier, at least at the same time with Momo with a slight EXP lead, but now Yum's getting punished.
Oh my goodness, Yums, he's going to be forced to flicker, and Saksa is looking to continue. The bases have come in, but not enough damage, but it will be enough to force out utility. So beautiful stuff coming from Yums.
Really, really good Shun pose there from Yums. Very patient. He gets hit by the right CC and then times it against the follow-ups to make sure that he doesn't get locked down for too long before flickering out of the situation entirely. He still hasn't hit level 4, and he doesn't have a flicker to set up this play for his team. So I think at this point, Todak, they might look to just slowly peel this back and wait for a mistake for Team SMG.
3 now down to his low as well. Here comes Astro coming in, the counter Astro coming from RDZ, but at the same time, Rival, he secures the turtle. It is going to be a split fight. Smooth, he's trying his best to kill off Rival, but at the same time, he gets kicked away. He needs to disengage, and he won't get out. So the entire skirmish, no one was killed.
Yep. Todak getting the turtle, and Team SMG recognizing that maybe they're not in the best position to actually fight this out. Well, with that knowledge, at least for the side of Team SMG, they have some very clear conditions when they actually approach a team fight. They have to have their members in position, and they need to have their ultimates, most importantly. Looking at the emblems, I think it tells an even bigger story, right? Hold on. Yums might be in some trouble.
Okay, Yums, he's gonna get a bouncing ball, but Miko, he doesn't have his ultimate yet. He could not chain his Tyrant Strength, but even then, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Meanwhile, Stormy dropping down a little bit low here. Todak, they're just dancing with SMG once again.
Yeah, why does Yums have so much EXP? Where did he pick up this EXP from? Like, I'm comparing Yums right now to Miko, and Yums is a full level ahead of this guy. He has no difference in terms of assists or kills in this particular situation. I'll look back at it a little bit later, but for now, Miko looking to try and punish.
Well, because they had the turtle in advantage coming from Todak, if you think about it.
But a full level though, I don't think you get an entire level off of that, especially if you are in that support position. He probably picked up like a camp on accident, or maybe he just picked up an entire wave. My guess is that he got the wave on top of the dragon, but in this case, the turtle. But up on top side, we do see that Makino is trying to make sure that Benedetta is in a tough spot, right? This proxying is costing him time from actually rotating to the rest of the map and influencing these fights.
I guess, but at the same time here, first item priority coming from Martisi. It is going to be the Enchanted Talisman coming in from Todak. Is that a good idea? Yeah, it is actually not bad here, considering that I think in the previous game they did go for a Clock of Destiny coming from Todak, so I guess it is going to be a difference in terms of tempo coming from Martisi.
Yep. In the meantime, Rival hasn't gotten as much punishment as he did last game. He actually doesn't mind. He's been power farming this entire time. Miko not finding the hit.
Oh my goodness, Yums just completely ignoring this here. Turtle will be secure, but here comes the kick. They isolate Saksa. They're going to try and burst him down, but the Brazen Draft, he does not get the combo off, and that's going to be Todak getting an easy pickoff.
And that's what they are worried about. That's why Team SMG have been struggling to get on top of these neutral objectives. Rival can just peel so very well, but then the follow-ups with the Way of the Dragon, on top of Momo being there, rotating faster than this Benedetta and actually sacrificing a bit of his waves, allowing Rival to win out on that fight and starting invading their opponents. Look at bot side. Todak are not letting their foot off the gas.
Sasa, he needs to get out, but looks like Todak, they don't really want to go for it here. Astro gives them a little bit more information, but Chico, he's taking a lot of damage here. Now he is going to try and pick him up, but no, he purifies, he gets out of the Jinkundo, but they will back off for now, and Yumes, will he be able to cancel this? Nope. That's going to be a disengage.
Stormy. Oh, trying to cancel it out with his extra long range. Didn't get it off in time. Whiffing in this section. But let's look at the AI winning prediction. Let's see. 34% to 66. Okay. 50% chance in the first 4 minutes and to be decided in the next couple. Yep. Let's see, because I feel like Todak, it's very hard to lose this lead unless someone makes a significant mistake.
Agreed, but now in this case, Move taking a lot of damage here. Momo challenges him, but on the contrast as well, Chico, he just got his golden staff. This is the go time for this carry, so it feels like Team SMG need to find a way to stop him, but so far Todak is doing so much better compared to game 1.
Yep, and Momo actually getting a significant level lead over Smooth. Good timing.
Oh no, they forced the retribution as well. Momo, he's taking a little bit too much damage. He cannot get out. The slows are just a little bit too much coming from SMG.
Yeah, I mean, great reaction time coming in from Momo, right? That knock-up strike trying to cancel out Miko early on, but then once you get that follow-up coming in from Saksa, there's just nothing that you can really do about it, especially when you only have sprint.
Yep, at the same time, Chico, he's getting a little bit more value with his tier 2 here, but can he break it down in time? Because walking down, it's going to be Saksa. Meanwhile, the turtle is going to be on the top side, so it seems like their focus is kind of shifted between the top and bottom, and SMG, they're going to get completely bullied by Rival. Here comes the two-man taunt coming from Saksa as they try to re-engage. Half HP, Sasa looking for the taunt. Abrazo's Wrath connects, but it doesn't matter. The Firaka armor blocks it. They get out, and Todak, they are looking for the reset. SMG, they bleed out all the ultimates here, but Chiku, he missed his last auto attack. Oh no.
No. As long as Sasa lives, it's totally fine. And now you can see that Momo is purposely being a nuisance here, hoping to bait anything out or slow down Team SMG from taking this neutral.
Saksa secures the turtle, and now SMG gets a little bit of economy to kind of scale back in towards this game. But it all comes down to SMG finding those opportunities to deal with Chico eventually.
I mean, as long as Chico power farms, and considering the amount of peel that he has with his team, especially from Rival as well as Momo, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, let's not forget the Ice Queen's Wand is already completed for the side of Rival, making sure that not only does he have the stacks building up, but you are naturally slow from this item.
Yeah, agreed. But at the same time, Trinity Build going to be very, very close on top side here. They find off Momo, Tyrant's Rage as well. They bleed out everything, and Momo will be picked off. Rival looking to interject this, and Yumes, he gets the kick. He finds Stormy. That is huge. Todak looking for the finish off, and now SMG, they're forced to back off. But guess what? Tier 1 still stands. They will not interject unless Yumes. He doesn't have a flicker. No. He doesn't have the flicker, so he's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, he doesn't have Way of the Dragon as well. Okay. Nobody is close enough to actually follow up, and this is what I was talking about. As soon as Yumes finds that kick on a key target, you're basically out of the game if there's follow-up on the side of Todak. But even so, Team SMG, if they take a full front-to-front, they are struggling right now because Rival just keeps them back with the Flame Missiles as well as the Fire Stokes.
Agreed, but now, AI winning prediction here. Seems like it was favoring towards Todak just now. Now it's kind of pushed back. It was 44%, 56%, which is interesting considering that it wasn't supposed to be like that if you think about it.
And now Todak, they're in a very good position here. 2K ahead of their opponents, 2-2 the overall kills with way more map presence against their opponents, and more so, they still have one turret over their opponents at the same time. Now notice, the invades have kind of toned down for the side of Todak. They don't want their backline to be exposed, and going super deep into enemy jungle could cost them this game.
Agreed, but now with the Lord coming in play here, Todak already in position to do so. Smooth has not made any attempts on the spin push yet. Saksa getting those information for Team SMG before this fight. And as you can see, Todak, they're playing it a little bit safe here. They are trying to bait mistake, but here comes the concealed plays. Yumes going for the K. They want to try and focus down Saksa. Chiku doing a fantastic job chipping him away, but Momo is going to be one to interject, takes him out, and it's moved now with the Electro final blow, but he doesn't have the damage. Sasa looking to fight here. He will not be able to chip away, and he gets caught up in the back lines, and Todak now is looking to find more. Rival slowing Miko down, but they are just too low to fight this, and they will settle with just the Lord as well.
Yep, they back away. Todak gonna extend their lead, and actually, they are gonna take a massive lead over Team SMG once this Lord spawns. They're gonna break mid-tier 1, which is already great, but expect all the outer turrets to be destroyed. If Todak get an inhibitor on top of all of that, I think that's gonna be a death sentence for Team SMG.
Oh boy, this is tough. This is tough. Now Saksa does not have that purple buff as well, and with this gold difference coming in, it feels like the biggest threat for Saksa. And we all know a natural counter towards the Frederick is pretty much the carry here. And it feels like if Saksa is able to take a fight without Chiku blasting in his way, most likely SMG is going to be able to bounce back. But Todak just says, I don't want that. I've got Yums to isolate you most of the time.
Exactly, right? They're waiting for Team SMG to make that reaction before they respond. They don't have to be proactive on this map. They just need the information. And they have plenty of space to actually play with.
Look at this, Yums. For the concealed plays, Miko looking for the counter play, but it does a little bit too short in terms of range to try to extend the Tyrant's Revenge. Rival losing the first Viraga armor. SMG gets the full defense in, but Todak still inching bit by bit before they engage. They feel like it's just not worth taking a fight right now.
Yep, I definitely think it's not worth taking a fight right now, especially since there's honestly nothing to really fight for, right? They've given up pretty much all the outer turrets at this point of time, maybe except for mid. But even so, do you really want to push in the mid-tier 2? You can just wait until the next Lord and then basically get it for free.
Yeah, there's nothing to kind of translate after taking a fight, right? Like, what can you transition into getting more value? I guess, you know, playing it safe, you know, finding the right timing to hit where it hurts the most is going to be the best time possible, I guess.
Yeah, and they're going to take their time with this because Rival, he is so far ahead right now. He's playing super disrespectful. He knows he has the immortality. He's able to take away that purple buff, and unless Miko has something to say about this Rival, he's just going to walk away for free.
Again, 2 times now. This time Rival, he was oppressed. This time Saksa is the one that gets suppressed. In this case, it feels like it needs a little bit more time because eventually Saksa will lose out his value points because of the fact that from the side of Todak, they have 2 heroes with very, very strong true damage potential, and regardless of burst or poking potential. One from Xbox, one from carry, and it's scary if you think about it. And to be honest, I don't know how SMG is going to bounce back from this.
Well, I think if SMG is going to bounce back from this, they are only going to be considering it at the 15th. Actually, no. I would say a little bit less than that, right?
Oh, unless they get an isolated kill, Yums will be the first one to fall, and Todak not in position to react to this. That's exactly how an SMG are able to respond to this, but Rival, he's getting a little bit confident here as he is going to try to force the Lord fight. Saksa chipping his way his HP. Look at Rival, the confidence coming into play, but the Tom comes in. Where's the rest of Todak? He is going to burn through the first Viraga armor and Smooth. He's taking a little bit too much. Electro final bro gets a double petrify, but SMG, they cannot follow this up. They interject on the wrong targets, and Todak, they will back off, but Sasa comes in with a blazing duet. They chip away at Rival's immortality, but that's all. The disengage comes in once again, and but the snipe comes in. Oh, it hits, but it's not enough. The Viraga armor saves the day once again.
Yeah, and Miko also losing his immortality, but notice in the meantime, Chiku, guys, he gets on out of there. He's immediately invading the opponent's jungle, steals away that purple, and then decides to recall. I think Team SMG made some very good decisions, right? Number one, they found that initial pick. They had the, no! They had a rough idea, and now Chiku might be in a lot of trouble. They luckily have Yums that be the sacrificial lamb.
And now, because Chiku has taken a little bit too much damage, they understand that Todak is strong, but guess what, Chiku? He does have a very, very strong life steal, but Todak just doesn't want to take the risk here. But oh my goodness, Stormy.
Wow.
Are we not going to talk about how strong Stormy has been hitting for this past 4 shots here?
I mean, these are the 4 shots that we've seen actually connecting and hurting the correct targets. Prior to that, it's just hitting the front line because that's all he can hit.
I guess so, but now Lord knocking the tier 2 up top. Conceal plays coming from Todak. SMG, they go in for the disengage and another snipe to threaten Todak, and I guess that's how SMG is going to win the game. Poke them away, catch them where they're at the weakest, and then punish them. But in this case, back lines here, Momo looking for the burst. Stormy gets chipped away, forced to disengage, but now Miko! Oh. What a catch! A 2-man Siren's Revenge out of nowhere! Catches Todak, picks him out, but at the same time, wars in Wolfie because Chiku, guys, the unkillable marksman of Malaysia, gets a maniac instead. Sit down, SMG, he says. Sit down!
The crowd goes wild as Chico making the first play of Season 12 with the help of his teammates Rival and as well as Yums now ending the game against Team SMG in spectacular fashion, bringing it to Game 3.
One of the flashes opening coming from SMG, completely nullified by Chiku, guys. And Todak bounces back, ties the series 1-1. This is what I live for. MPL Malaysia's finest duking it out as the opening match for Season 12.
Yep, big shout outs to Bartizi there throughout that game, staying as relevant as possible until it was his time to sacrifice his